and something is wrong. Something is wrong. Oh, oh, I'm not me. Oh, oh, and you're not you. La, la, la. Oh, hey, and we're not we. Supernatural aliens got my kid. Ken, Joe is ruining your show. Hey Joe, Ken really blows, don't you know? Hey Lucky Low, get Ken away from Joe. Joe, I didn't say that, I like you, yo. But I flip my eyelids down, now I'm not me. I flip my eyes around, now I'm not me. I'm the star of the shows, Joe Cronin blows. It was a work, I love you all, but I'll kill your kids.
Audio Jungle.
I'll eat your babies. I'll eat your damn kids. I'll suck up all their blood. La 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 la. I'm an alien, oh I'm Scott McKinnon. Kid, you gotta listen. I hate Joe. Oh, oh, and I'm not me. Oh, oh, and you're not you. Hey, hey, and we're not we. I'm an alien, I wanna eat your babies.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The pyramids are not real. The earth is flat. How about that? Something strange. Strange gonna, well, strange. There's something strange gonna happen. Strange gonna happen. What the fuck is happening? Everything is happening. I feel the lava from an alien. I'm transcending all space and time. And I'm an alien. And something is wrong. Something is wrong. Oh, oh, I'm not me. Oh, oh, and you're not you. La, la, la. Oh, hey, and we're not we. Supernatural aliens got my kid. Ken, Joe is ruining your show. Hey Joe, Ken really blows, don't you know? Hey Lucky Low, get Ken away from Joe. Joe, I didn't say that, I like you, yo. But I flip my eyelids down, now I'm not me. I flip my eyes around, now I'm not me. I'm the star of the shows, Joe Cronin blows. It was a work, I love you all, but I'll kill your kids.
Audio Jungle.
I'll eat your babies. I'll eat your damn kids. I'll suck up all their blood. La 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 la. I'm an alien, oh I'm Scott McKinnon. Kid, you gotta listen. I hate Joe. Oh, oh, and I'm not me. Oh, oh, and you're not you. Hey, hey, and we're not we. I'm an alien, I wanna eat your babies.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The pyramids are not
What's
real.
up, everybody? We're getting ready for Corrupted Podcast on Patreon. So right now we're gonna be getting into the Corrupted pre-show, and we'll start the pre-show in a few seconds here, and then of course we'll go over to Patreon as always. We'll get probably JB's trying to call. He says he can't get through, and so we're gonna wait for JB to try to get JB through here, and then we'll get Ken over here hopefully. Not sure what just happened on his deal. Yeah, you know what's weird is about the Audio Jungle is I actually bought this song from Audio Jungle, but I had already recorded this version of the song before I bought it to test out the song to see if I liked it. But then I never could record the song the same way again, so I ended up just keeping this with the Audio Jungle fucking promo over it. But I own the song, so it's okay. But it's funny. It's funny that I own. I paid for the song, but I really should re-record it. But we'll be ready to go in just a few minutes here. We're just trying to figure out what's going on here, get everybody in, and we'll be on in a few minutes here. We got some shit to talk about before we go live on Patreon. Make sure you guys re-up your Patreons. Obviously on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. for a corrupted podcast, but we're gonna give you something here in just a couple minutes. God, my balls hurt. Fucking Scott McKinnon repeating his same old shtick. The guy's got a fucking game plan at this point. He's got a goddamn playbook at this point, this Scott McKinnon. You know? I mean, dude, like, first of all, Justin Bailey's drunk, right? Justin Bailey, I'm pretty sure, is drunk as fuck. He's pissed off about the Capitals winning. Ken's fucking loaded. I'm the sober one for once. I'm the regular one. But yeah, so, I don't know. But, yeah, I'm gonna try to get JB in here. See what's up. What?
You are usually sober for corrupted.
Yeah. Well, corrupted's supposed to be like a real, like, sit down with three dudes who do a podcast.
Yeah.
You know? It's not supposed to be monetized this.
I know.
Might be something tonight. Although what it was 2 weeks ago is pretty fucking... I don't know what it was a couple weeks ago. You can go relive the Scott moments from a couple weeks ago. Where's the audio JB cut up of that? I mean, I broke my PlayStation. My PlayStation 4 is broken. By the way, I don't blame Scott, really. Like, I mean, like, people say, you know, it's, you made me break all my stuff, I said, but, I mean, I broke it, you know, it's not, I was in a rage. So Scott didn't make me break my stuff. I broke my stuff. But, you know, God damn it, I wanted to kill Scott that night, though. If I could have gotten my hands on him, he might be dead. And then I said, I hope his mother dies. And it's funny because he was mad at me because I said, I hope his mother dies. But now tonight, Ken followed in my footsteps and also said he hopes his mother dies. So, because that's all I heard about for like weeks now is like, you said you hope my mother dies. Ken wouldn't say that. Well, now now he has. Hey, JB.
Hey, can you hear me?
Go Caps. How you doing?
I will fucking murder you, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm not happy about it. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm happy. I don't even know. I don't know what to do.
Yo, is my mic okay? Am I low or am I high?
You sound all right. A little. You're pretty loud. That's good though. I think.
Okay.
You sound fine to me. You sound fine to me.
If it's low, it might be the cable.
Yeah. No, you're. It might. If it's low, it might be the cable. No, it's not the. You're fine. It did sound a little wishy-washy for a second, like it was loose, but it sounds fine to me. Don't even touch it. It sounds so good. You know what I mean? Usually there's a problem.
All right.
Right now you sound fine.
Hey Joe, how you doing tonight?
I hope all capitals. Oh, dude, yeah, this is great. This has helped my fucking mood. Bringing this fucking fat idiot.
Hey Tommy, what's up?
Not much. Are we live right now? Or are you guys just chilling?
Yeah, we're live right now. Would you come to talk shit to my face?
No. I'm just like, did you see what happened on Ken's show tonight?
Oh, did you see what happened?
Joe, guess what happened on Ken's show?
Yeah, I heard what happened. You said that at least I'm not like that. At least he's not like that dummy Joe who breaks his stuff.
I mean, I wasn't calling you a dummy, Joe.
But you did call him a dummy.
I did not call you, Joe. I did not call you a dummy. I just said, I mean, this guy needs to be stopped.
I just called you a dummy.
Like, honestly.
Why? I mean, how is that work? I mean, you saw what he did on my. Literally, you saw what he did on our show 2 weeks ago. How is it any worse than that?
Sorry about that.
Is that really your ringtone?
Is that your ringtone?
Faggot?
What is this, Problem Child?
No, it's Bad to the Bone.
No, I know. It's the song in that show, that movie.
Dude, you're a fucking idiot.
Why am I an idiot?
Did you really think we didn't know the name of that fucking song?
Oh God, what the fuck?
Like Joe made a brilliant reference saying, "What is this, Problem Child?" And you're like, "No, it's Bad to the Bone." Fucking dummy.
He doesn't know what that is. That's why.
It's a fucking.
I know what Problem Child is. I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Well, clearly not.
You were the problem child.
I think, in my opinion, this guy needs to be cut out of the community like a fucking cancer.
Really? Well, this is you're for the 100th time that's been being said. You realize that? You realize that, right?
Me?
Yeah, this is the 100th. Dude, this has been going on for literally 2 years. I mean, what's the difference now?
I just think he needs to be stopped, and I think that everybody needs to fucking ignore him because it's bullshit what he's doing.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. What are you gonna do? We like him. That's why he's here. We all like him. It's funny. That's why he's here, because we all. Everybody,
I don't like him anymore.
I hope he dies.
Hey, Leah, you know what we have in common? You think that Scott should die, and I think that all Capitals fans should die.
Yeah, I don't like the Capitals either.
I kind of hope that all the Capitals fans, like if they travel to Vegas,
much.
I hope their planes crash.
Oh my god, dude! What the fuck? Oh my Christ.
I hope that. There's
Yeah, but you can't say that though, because there's like innocence, you know.
Well, I hope that there's an Asian Capitals fan, and he gets on an American Airlines, and they beat the fuck out of him.
You know,
Does he have to be Asian?
There's a large.
Well, yeah, because wasn't the dude Asian? They got the shit kicked out of him on an American Airlines.
I don't know. They're always pulling shit on that airline.
Well, I don't like Asians either, so fuck them.
You know, Tommy, there's a large contingent of these the people in the community that want you to be banned. You realize that? They're saying it in the chat right now. It's weird.
I'm saying it.
Oh, okay. They think that you're.
I don't do what Scott does. I don't try to cause drama. I don't try to trigger you, Joe. I don't come in your show and try to trigger you. I don't do that shit.
No, you do it on. You talk about me on other shows. I come into the show. I try to talk about the topics that you're talking about. Try to have a good time. I'm not as bad as McKinnon, our young Republican. You know, I just try to enjoy the show and do what you guys are talking about, and maybe add a little something to the show. Yeah. But I'm not as bad. I don't know why everybody's saying that I'm bad as McKinnon, because I'm not.
You're pretty fucking bad.
You can't light a candle to me and compare me to Scott McKinnon. Our young Republican.
The guys have been doing it forever. I'm just saying, he's been doing it forever. It's his MO. Dude, this is like the same as the.
I gotta go make another drink.
All right, cool. I'm gonna grab my. I got mine too. We're live on YouTube right now with the free pre-show, guys. Make sure that you re-up your patrons. It's the 3rd of June, so make sure you remember to re-up your Patreon so you can hear the show tonight.
You okay, Ken?
What's up, Ken?
Yeah, what's up, guys? What's going on?
We got Bailey, we got Ken, and both drunk, and we're somewhat drunk at least.
I'm lit.
And Tommy's here.
I am lit.
What happened? Did you just lag out? I don't understand what happened at the end.
I just ended the show, dude. I just couldn't take it anymore.
Oh, well, I mean, well, then you made.
Oh, you did that on purpose?
You made time.
Yeah, I just couldn't take it.
Oh, all right. I refreshed
time.
it like 6 times, and it took me like.
It's just like fucking, it just, and I'm sure, Joe, you felt this feeling, and JB, and even Tommy, and even Leah. Like, it just becomes to a point where you're just like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Leah's had 2 of those moments. I probably had 5 of them.
Yep.
I mean, especially Ken. Like, again. What I see you doing is stuff that I did in 12 and 13 and 14 when I was unhinged. And I'm telling you, man, like you're way more together. And it's probably because you're older, right? Because like when I was 27, 28, 29, that's when
I could imagine you back then.
You know what I mean? I mean, like I was 28 on YouTube. And
you were wet behind the ears, bro.
I had no idea.
You're not now, but you were then.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Ken, a lot of your guys that are on your show are worried about you, so you should let them know that you're okay.
I'm all good, man. I'm just, it fucking upset me. It's like, I don't even know that this dude was like, put blood on a t-shirt and like fucking, I didn't even know.
Dude,
like,
he gave us,
like, it's
Ken, he gave us Cake Stalker 2. It was literally Cake Stalker 2.
Yeah, people were like, yo, this is like the same situation when Joe didn't know that and it was like, I didn't know. I honestly just did not know.
It's your birthday, Ken. I made a shirt for you, man.
I was looking for the music to try to find the exact music so I could make the song, like, so I'd have it ready, like. Fucking
41 years old and I made the t-shirt with holes.
Like I fucking had the whole thing.
My wife is so pissed right now, dude.
Oh,
she is just like, she fucking better never talk to him again. I'm like,
that's what Leo always says. Like she's like, just get rid of him.
End it.
Yeah, like I said, I hope he dies.
In my opinion, I agree with Leah. This is what I'm saying. I agree with Leah. This guy needs to be treated like cancer, and he needs to be cut out.
He really is.
Honestly, he needs to be.
Really, just and you know what it is? I know that there's a decent dude somewhere in there, but it's like he just keeps doing things to just bury himself. It's just fucking insane.
This is clearly his
we
game
need
plan.
to Fredo his ass.
What he did to JB. JB gave this dude so many chances to fucking do all kinds of things because he's always talking about, I'm the movie phone voice. I'm this. I'm a star, bro. You know, and like he gave him all these chances, and what did he do with every single one of them? He squandered them. You know,
fucked him over.
Well, dude, like I broke my PlayStation 4.
ShiBUM.
You too, yeah. I mean,
think
look
I'm
what,
the only
exactly.
one who
Look
just
what
saw
he did
this
fucking
stream
2 weeks
without
ago.
watching what
And
went
I
down
didn't
on
make any
Ken's
comments about it because he was
show.
practically begging me, like, don't fucking throw me under the bus like everyone else is. I said, I won't say nothing, dude. Just I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna say nothing. And I didn't say nothing. But I mean, for Christ's sake, like, how many weeks can you do this? How many times can you do this until people are like, dude, like, get a grip, get a hold of yourself. You obviously have a fucking sickness. Like, you have a sickness. How come we can drink and have a great time? This guy drinks and it's like, let's burn everything. Let's burn everything.
Yeah,
like,
he's
just weird, man.
It's like part of his game plan or something. It's really, I'm telling you. Like,
So you know what? He started talking to me out of nowhere and he goes, ha ha ha, this is great, man. I love it. And I'm like, what?
yeah, I think it's like you're not in on it. Like that's why that song is so perfect that I made. Like I remade the song a couple weeks ago.
Dude. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, oh, you know, I'm friends with you, and then Ken's a shithead, and then Joe's actually a shithead, and Ken's a good person. Joe's a real guy. You know, one second.
Now Ken's a scumbag, and Joe's the good guy. Like,
Yeah.
I know, man. It's just fucking never ending.
And whatever. But hey, we're on the pre-show. What's up, everybody? I don't know who's suffering more tonight, Ken or JB, because of his Knights losing.
Oh, they lost, man.
You were cheering for it earlier, Ken. I heard it. I
know. When it was 2-1, I was like,
You're
yeah.
like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, Bailey's going to be really upset at that.
Hey, man, I can't cheer against them. I can
No,
cheer
you
against
can. No, I just thought Bailey. I'm just like, well, Bailey's not going to like that. Who's 727? 727, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Hey, it's Tommy's Barber. They dug me back up.
Oh, my God. This
not
is
again.
Is this the same guy that called?
Did you call monetize this last night? And Ken's show tonight, he called both shows and said that. Now he's called this show and said it.
He's such a mean fuck.
I
dude.
mean, unbelievable.
How can you do that to this guy? He's in mourning, bro.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I hope my barber fucking haunts you and fucking like takes his wingtip shoe and shoves it so far up your ass that you could fucking taste it.
Hey, maybe he'll haunt you since you never tipped him.
I tipped him plenty of times.
Yeah. And the tip was, "Have a nice day, sir."
No. The tip was a $10 bill or a $5 bill occasionally.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you do tip.
You know, once in a while.
So you tipped your barber though, but not people at restaurants. What's the what?
I tip people at restaurants, Joe.
Okay. What's the how many out of all the restaurants you go into, like what's the percentage that you would tip? Like not the percentage that you would tip, but like what's the you tip 50% of the time, or you tip 90% of the time, but sometimes you don't, or you tip like 10%. Like what's the
deal? Yeah. What's the,
like if you went
compliment is a tip.
If you went
compliment is a tip.
If you go into a place to tip them like 10 times, right? You go into a restaurant 10 times. Out of those 10 times, what is the likelihood? How many times did you tip out of 10 visits to a restaurant?
2.
Hey, a compliment is a tip. I've a few times I've visited a restaurant. I have tipped the restaurant. You know?
Wait a minute.
Tip the waitress.
I mean, if you go,
I've walked up to the waitress and given her some money as I'm leaving.
A few times.
Couple of times.
A few times, yes.
How many times you go out to eat a week?
14.
I don't count those. I don't count how many times I go out to eat, really.
Well, how many would you say if you had to guess? Like 3, 1, 10?
5 dozen.
Maybe like 3 times if I'll go out to eat or something like that, or I'll just like stick to maybe going to McDonald's or something like that if I don't want to tip.
All right, wait a minute. So you go out to eat. You sometimes rarely tip, but go out 3 times a week to a restaurant.
Yeah, I just don't want to make. I feel like I'm being made to look like a scumbag here because I don't tip if I.
Well, that is a scumbag.
Dude, if
yes,
you
that
don't
is a
tip,
scumbag
you are
thing.
A scumbag.
Tommy, that is a scumbag thing. Like, you are a scumbag.
I mean,
like, let me break it to you. You are literally, I'm telling you right now, if you go to a restaurant and you don't tip every time, the only excuse for not tipping at a restaurant is you forgot, and even that is looked on at like very poorly. Like,
well, I mean, unless you got like the shittiest shit service.
Yeah, you were like,
ever.
This girl was a bitch.
I've never ever encountered a situation, even going out when it's like been bad or whatever, where I didn't feel like I needed to leave something.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to leave something. I mean, something.
I mean, that's what I'm just saying. Like, I've never even run into the situation
Tommy,
where I felt like I'm not going to tip this person.
Tommy, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just telling you something bad is going to happen to you for this. I'm just telling you, Tommy, something bad is going to happen when you go out to like the Olive Garden or some fucking place to eat food. Like, you don't go there. If you're like, I have only $8, but I'm gonna go out and order that $6 or whatever steak thing they have, and then just walk out like that, you want to then decide, no, I got to go to McDonald's now, because it's like you should always pretty much tip unless the waitress is like a bitch, like a psycho, and you're like, you know what, you were a shithead to me tonight, I'm not tipping you, or like, here's $1, you know what I mean, like, here's $2.
Like, if I go to Denny's, honestly, I just like I get to go, and you don't really like.
Oh no, to go honestly, you don't
really
have to tip.
There, really.
You don't have to tip to go. Now I do, but you don't have to, because to go no one served you really. They just made your food, they brought it to you, and you just took it out the door. You know, so that you don't need to tip for that. You don't have to. I sometimes
Tom
do.
Just told me, like, he's like, hey, Tommy, you need a tip for delivery for to go. And I'm like, no, I don't. They didn't. They just hand me my food and I leave.
Wait a minute. Well, delivery, you do.
He's got the fucking.
Not delivery. I have tip for delivery. I have. I do tip delivery.
Yeah, I would hope so. Because if you don't, the guy will shit in your food the next time.
He's got the.
Literally, I have handed drivers like handfuls of quarters. I'm like, here's your tip.
Oh my god, man.
I didn't have the lunch. I didn't have.
You don't.
I just had a handful of change in my hand.
That's all good. As long as you give him at least $3. At least $3.
Yo, I got the black wife beater on, bro.
Yeah, look at you. Look like a fucking thug.
Looks like a fucking Italian dude in the Bronx, bro, right now.
No, he looks like a.
I'm looking over here at the corner.
Smoking his vape cigarette.
A fucking cigar. I fucking break your skull.
Shut up, Tommy, you fucking idiot. Dude, you
so I understand that you guys got to watch a little bit of the Gotta Cringe's video.
Yeah, he looked like a scumbag, kind of. Yeah,
dick, dude.
What a dickhead.
I called. I sent a message to his wife and I said, I am very disappointed in him right now.
You mean
because
Noodles? You sent the message to Noodles?
Did you send her a screenshot of her picture of herself?
We call her Noodle, Tommy.
Yeah, Noodles, bro.
We call her Noodle.
I call her Amber.
You know what
I call her Bucktooth Beaver with a hairy pussy.
You know what his excuse was?
Well, be lucky that you guys, when we were at Playlist, that you guys didn't see him like taking down his pants, him not wearing any underwear at all.
It wasn't a big deal because they don't know English. Because he was in Italy.
Still, but you don't talk to, like, in my opinion, you still don't talk to a human being like that. Honestly, you don't say to them, you need to go out and get a job. You need to go out and get a job.
Well, you know what's funny, Tommy?
You know what kind of...
Tommy, would you have tipped that person face down in the gutter?
Hell no, man.
Yes, I would have put a $1 bill in her cup. Yes,
they should have said. Wow, well,
don't
that's
be
weird.
shelling out too much coin there, big guy.
They should have said. She should have gone and gotten a job as a waitress, so you could come in and not tip her.
No, in the situation, what you do with that, you either one, give the homeless person some money, or two, you go to the restaurant, you go to Burger King or McDonald's or something, get a hamburger, come back, give them the food, so they're not going to spend it on alcohol.
Tommy, bro, you suck. We got a show to do. Bye bye.
You suck too. And your baseball team or football team sucks.
At least you didn't break a bunch of shit like Joe does. At least you didn't break all your shit like Joe does. You know, Joe breaks his shit.
I heard that.
Did he just say my baseball team sucks? Because I'm pretty sure we just beat the defending champs tonight.
Yeah, I don't even think he knows what baseball is. The baseball is the brain in his head. That's the size of his brain. Hey, Tommy, go fuck yourself, you snake fuck.
Oh, no.
If Scott McKinnon could hide behind autism, he would.
I'll tell you what, if I had shit to break, I would have broke it.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't understand what's going on right now and why there's a fucking capital signal in the background, but I want to fucking murder everyone in the world right now.
Well, you know,
really?
You're gonna fucking win anyway. Don't worry.
The number one trend tonight was the Capitals. So Steve Hankey, thanks for becoming a patron. Cody Guada's back. What's up? If you guys want to become patrons, make sure you re-up a lot. You know, obviously people's cards didn't go through today, so you may be like, oh, I can't get in there. Just make sure you check. It always happens.
I can't believe that the Washington Capitals are 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup, dude.
Shut up.
Just mind-boggling.
Shut up.
Yeah.
No, but I just don't.
I hope they pump fucking Ebola into their locker room.
Let me tell you something. Washington Capitals are known to blow shit, bro.
I said that to Bailey. I literally texted that.
It's not over yet.
I said, watch the choke. It's coming.
That was the hardest fucking Vegas game I've watched all year.
Hardest.
This is going to 7, bro.
Dude, I'm not giving up on my team. Don't get me wrong.
No, of course not. You're only down 2-1, bro.
Dude, look at the Bruins. Look at the Bruins in 11, dude. They had to go to Game 7. Same thing. It was a fucking
my
gut
point
buster.
tonight was I kept telling people, like I wrote a blog. I said tonight somebody has to go up 2-1. Somebody does.
Somebody does.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if it's not Vegas, that's fine. We'll still come back and win. But it was just the fact that we played like
game, dude.
Dog shit tonight.
Dude, Game 3 is a pivotal game. You know what I mean? Like, what is this, Game 4?
Yeah.
Was this Game 4?
It was Game 3.
Game 3 is always a pivotal bitch, bro. You know what I mean? It always sets the motion, you know? But,
dude, here's what pissed me off is
we
took Game 1, but then we lost Game 2. So now Washington stole home ice, and now they're up 2-1. It's killing me, dude.
I guarantee you, dude, that the next game, Vegas wins.
I hope so, dude.
I have a feeling, dude. I'm telling you, it's going to go 2-2. Then Washington's going to take the edge, 3-2. Then Vegas is going to come back and make it 3-3. And then they're going to go to Game 7 overtime, and Vegas is going to win by 1 goal.
Hey, where's the last game?
I'm going to jail for this hockey team. I will go to jail.
I will go to jail.
Your first.
I will go 2 years in the fucking hole for this team. I'm telling you, it's going to get bad.
You're going to win a Stanley Cup your first season as a fucking hockey fan.
Or he's going to break all his windows in his house for the first time.
7 overtime. You watch.
I'm going to go to jail with broken glass in my ass. I'm telling you, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Tonight was bad. I thought my wife was going to divorce me tonight. It was ugly.
Hey, can you guys hear this sound? Let me try to sync up the sound for the Corrupted podcast so we can get it right here. Hear this?
Rubbing our cocks in anticipation.
Nope.
No, you can't hear that? Okay. Let me try to trigger this shit real quick. I'll be right there. I'm just going to mute you. I'm going to mute you guys real quick. What's up, everybody listening? Sorry I had to mute them, but we got to figure it out so we can play audio. This is like the warm-up, to the show. We got to warm up everything, get it right, and then head over to Patreon in a minute. We'll talk about Roseanne in a minute real quick. I think it might be a conspiracy. I know JB can probably hear me right now, so I'm starting to think, hey, maybe Roseanne planned this. Maybe they planned this, like Disney and ABC, because she used to be a liberal, right? Really weird that she's been into all this stuff recently. So maybe they planned this, like for her to say this, so it could trigger this whole movement thing, and they would sacrifice it. And where has she been? She hasn't even been around, so she could just easily go back into hiding. It's very weird. And she's on all these medications and pills and stuff like that. It's weird. Got a little conspiracy theory in my head going. And she missed Joe Rogan's show. She canceled on Friday. So a lot of interesting shit, man.
Dude, whenever he unmutes us for the show, I've got a lot to say on this Roseanne.
There you go. Wait a minute. Let me see if I got it. I might get it. Nope. Can't hear that. All right, let me try. Can
you hear us right now, Joe?
Yeah, I unmuted you for a second.
Okay, you can hear us. Okay, cool.
One more time, I'm going to mute you.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I mute them. I'm going to play these donations here because then we can try to trigger the bullshit that way. Did they not play? Why aren't they playing? Oh, I know why they're not playing, because I'm a fucking idiot.
Give it a hell yeah!
Tommy hates Jews and doesn't tip. Fat fucking loser.
Tommy hates Jews and doesn't tip. That's right. He said something about shooting a Jew in the face last night on Monetize This. That was really weird. V2 of Doom. Vito, what's up, Vito? Drink a beer for me. See if we can get these donations to work. Cake fart. I get it?
Shit bum.
I think I'm the only one who just saw this stream without watching what went down on Ken's
Oh, you should have.
show. What happened? Hype for Corrupted.
Well, basically, Scott McKinnon number 70 happened, you know? Scott McKinnon fucking the same old shit that he always does.
Are we going to talk about that at all? Because I missed it because of the hockey game.
Well,
Dude, he just makes me want to fucking just quit everything.
Oh, well, I broke everything. I mean, you're right. He has that effect though for like a little while. It
polarizing, dude.
It gets over. You get over it though. Like let's go back real quick while you guys are here, and let's. I happen to have the clip. What was this? Corrupted 49 when Scott. Scott
Tommy
pissed me
hates
off.
juice and doesn't tip. Fat fucking loser.
Oh, it's it replayed the first donation. Yeah, let's go back to Corrupted episode 49 when Scott made me rage and freak out. I gotta find your edited clip of that again because that was wicked funny.
Which one? The one I did for the podcast?
Yeah, yeah.
What was he doing, Leah?
Everything's broken.
Joe.
Egg, hang up.
What did I do? Oh,
No, hey, you're not listening. Hey,
I'm not
listen.
doing this.
Hey,
Look at Joe. And it's sped up.
I'm smashing the keyboard. It's too bad that white screen for the donation thing was over the area because I was blasting the shit out of the wall.
Dude,
and
it was sped up.
Was it?
It was like sped up of Joe smashing the guitar into the wall.
Let me slow it down.
They call him back.
Can I slow it down?
I'm not fucking lying, Lee.
Yeah, you are lying. You always
Joe, I don't watch hockey. It's the only sport I don't watch. Should I start? You guys make it. Seem
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Yeah, hockey's awesome. I'm telling you, man. Like even at one point, I was watching basketball when I was like 4 and 5 more than hockey, and by the time I was 7 and 8, I was all into hockey. So I can tell you that I agree. I didn't get it either at first, but Broken Lion. If you pick a team and you follow it and you care, that's the best part. If you really care about something, then it becomes insane. So pick a team.
If I may say something that may help him.
Yeah, because JB's a year old to this.
Yeah, I'm 29 and I just got into it, and I am literally. I just said I'll go to jail for this team. That's how big I am.
Dude, I remember when I was 29, man. It felt like it was yesterday.
Oh, Ken's having you're having a midlife thing, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 40 fucking years old, man.
41.
Man. I'm an old fuck. I used to
Joe.
be a young guy all the time.
Well, you still look young, so it's okay. What, JB?
Joe, play episode 10 of the JB radio show on my channel and just the first 2 minutes. It's the edited clip of episode 49, but it's got like metal music to it and shit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it's all pieced together. It's literally
All right.
like the first 2 minutes, and then that's it.
We're gonna record Corrupted on Patreon in a few minutes, guys. We are gonna go over to Patreon in a few minutes, but we're gonna play a little. We're gonna have some fun with you guys for a few. Let me play a couple more clips of me breaking shit, then I'll go to that clip.
That's all you know how to do is lie.
Fucking God, you.
You know how to lie and you know how to drink. That's it.
Piece of shit.
I'm no fucking liar.
Episode 49 of Corrupted, like you said, it was like a saga, dude. It started on Ken's show,
really was.
and then it went to the pre-show, and then it went to the pre-show, and then it went to the podcast. Was actually pretty tame because we're all tired by then.
Dude.
I'm not lying, man. I
You
just
are
ate
lying.
the Skyke house.
Leave now, or I will
lying.
hunt your fucking
Skype
Canadian
went
ass down and shove a fucking knife up it.
Oh man, you see that one?
Hang
I'm not
up.
fucking lying, man.
Hang up, pussy fag. Hang up.
What did I do?
No, hey, you're not listening. Hey,
I'm not
listen.
doing this.
Hey, have you gone
Follow
full
me.
fucking
I will hang up.
retard finally? Listen to me, faggot fuck cunt. Hang up.
I don't have any
Hang
problem with you,
up.
so.
Oh my
Hang
Oh
up.
my
Do you not know
God.
how to hang up? There's a fucking
Yeah,
button
I
where you
can
hang
Here
up.
you go.
Hang
Goodbye.
up. Hang
Yo,
up,
Bye.
faggot.
This is what I get called when Leah gets mad at me.
But Joe, dude, the most fun I've had on a podcast in a long time was reviewing that show. I did like 30 minutes reviewing that show on this podcast, and I just kept playing Leah doing the fucking pussy fag.
My wife was going nuts on him tonight, and I'm like, just shut up
Oh,
now.
dude, the wives hate it.
Ripping him, dude. And then he goes, is that your wife, bro? I don't want to piss her off. I'm like, what?
That's the one thing I will say is I will say one thing. He does have a bizarre. He doesn't really have a line, but he kind of does with the women. I will say that.
He does. You're right about that.
He won't say things about the women. It's very.
Hey, you're right.
You got to say that about him.
Yeah.
Bailey, what the fuck thumbnail was this today?
Work out, dude. You look like you're fucking taking steroids.
Dude, you look like Bernie or Bert from fucking Bert and Ernie or whatever the fuck.
Oh man,
I'll lay down me in bed, Bert.
Dude,
I started drinking at 7 and I haven't stopped.
If you send that photo around in New York, you might get a free bedroom. What the fuck is that? Flurgen Turgenster.
That was during my vlog or whatever, and you kept saying you wanted to butt plug me. Remember?
Yeah, I just kept saying gay stuff to him, like I want to stuff your ass. What is it? Episode 10, Bailey? You said?
Yeah, it's not that far down.
I can't. They're all over the place. Like 24, 11, or these other episodes, other things.
It's the JB Radio Show 10.
Is the one where you were talking about your retirement?
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah.
Where you play it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this
It's literally the first, 2 minutes.
I've listened to it a million times.
Give it a hell yeah!
I'm going to give it a shot when the next racing starts, but the bad thing is my team is the Red Wings, and they suck.
What? The Red Wings are one of the best teams ever in the history of hockey. You have an original 6
teams. They're a
teams.
hockey dynasty, right?
Yeah, they're like a dynasty, bro. Yeah, they sucked the last couple of years, but they're like a legendary team, dude. That's fucking awesome that your team's the Red Wings. Holy shit.
Yeah, like 95 to 98. Weren't they literally like a dynasty?
Yeah, give me a call when your team is the fucking Blue Jackets, okay?
Funniest fucking thing.
Or the Blues.
Or the Blues. Yeah, well, the Blues won a couple.
Gets to you. Pay happen on corrupt.
No, it's literally the very beginning of the show,
talk
Joe.
about that,
right from the very beginning.
This is 4 minutes in, though.
No. I'm saying it's literally at the very start of the show.
Like the start of the show.
Yeah.
I know, but he was like, wait, what do you mean everything?
Oh, this is
serious?
Yeah, you're still on, you stupid dumb fucks! You want to fucking flip out? Then flip out!
Oh my god, what is going on?
Does he really have the goal to come back
for
in
real?
here?
Who the fuck wants to get real? Who's hashtag real as fuck? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Are you really in here, you Get the fuck out!
Get the fuck out of here! Get arrested like I do!
Come down and fight me, I'll
Get arrested like I do. That's like one of the best lines.
Dude. What a bash.
Get arrested like I do. Dude, get arrested like I do.
Cut your fucking head off! You get the fuck out!
Get the fuck out of here! Get arrested like I do!
Come
The best thing is that we have this on video. Is the funny thing.
down and fight me, I'll cut your fucking head off! You kill you! Fuck you!
Oh yeah! Good luck with that, bitch! You fake fuck! You two-faced slimy fuck!
I put you on my show, you cum guzzling I hope your mother dies!
What the fuck you think I'm the cause of this shit? You two-faced slimy fucker! You're a fucking cocksucker, Joe. I tried so hard with you. So fucking hard. I don't give a fuck. I'm the one going in the cop car tonight. Not you. You can wreck your goddamn apartment all you want. I'm going in the cop car, though. Fuck you.
It's so fucking
Fuck up!
I said give a fuck.
Get arrested like me and have your drawers fall down. Heard.
Get arrested like me. That might have been the greatest intro ever. And the best thing about it is all week, for the last 2 weeks, even though he's been cool with me, for the last 2 weeks he's been like normal again with me. He's all cool and everything. The one thing he's been doing is tweeting out the fact that I said I hoped his mother died. And he said, Ken would never do that for like 2 weeks. And then tonight Ken said, I hope your mother dies.
Put that to rest.
Hope your mother still dies, that cunt.
Dude,
I fucking
Joe,
died.
When I played that intro to the podcast, once I did like the 2 minute intro, I literally played the clip again just to react to it. Like I played it like 10 times. I couldn't stop laughing.
Hey, what do you think about my idea about this? Before we get out of here, before we move over to Patreon, and by the way, once again, guys, I'm gonna plug the Patreon because that's the whole point of the show. And happy birthday to Ken, by the way. Like happy birthday. I know because
What?
You know it was his birthday? What a fuck ass friend to you.
It's all good, man.
What the fuck is wrong with you? You kidding me? Right now?
Ken's birthday, I had the Capitals beat the Knights, so we're even.
Wow.
Wait a minute, no, did it just turn your birthday? Or
No, it was
yesterday
like he turned it on monetized this night, but tonight was his celebration, his thing.
Yeah. Yo, do you realize that
I'm an alcoholic.
It wouldn't end? Like I couldn't end it? You ever had that
Yes,
problem before,
yes,
Joe?
yes, I have. Yes.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me end it. I just ended it now. People were in the chat going, "Why the fuck are we here? Corrupted is on."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?"
Sometimes
Dude,
you gotta
I think one
refresh
night
it.
Joe had such a problem turning the show off. Didn't you just like unplug your computer?
Yeah, one time I just said, and it stayed. It was like the next day.
That sometimes, man, it's weird shit.
Because what will happen is sometimes you'll lose connection and disconnect from the site, or there'll be a false disconnection. And the only way to stop it, Ken, would be to restart your OBS or XSplit, relaunch it like you're going live again, then hit the stop button. You can't turn off your OBS or XSplit first and then hit stop. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work because it still thinks that you're live, right?
Exactly, yeah. So that's what happened to you. And you know, and by the way, I'm going to get into this Joe Rogan thing, a little bit of controversy. I'll talk about it on the podcast, but real quick, I'm going to show evidence. People always, because my name is Joe Cronin, Joe Rogan sounds very similar.
Yeah.
And we use the same microphone. And I mean, I have multiple different microphones, but I mean, this
Shit bum.
I get this shit all the time.
I've been to 2 hockey games. My first and my last. Only sport that I know where players get applause for trying. My friends thought I was an asshole for sitting during the Canadian anthem. Fuck hockey.
Jeez.
Well, thanks for the $5, but there's no way hockey is worse than NASCAR. I'm sorry. Driving around in a fucking circle doesn't impress me at all. Okay, I hope that the only thing when I watch NASCAR is I hope the fucking car flies up and kills about 300 people.
Oh my god.
And fuck them too. Anyway, most of them are racist. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Holy
shit. Man, but no, I do hope the cars explode and shit. That's all.
You know, any other time of the year I'd be trying to defend NASCAR, but I'm in like total baseball and hockey mode right now. I couldn't give a fuck. I really couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched NASCAR since 1999. I mean, it's all right, but it's.
I mean,
come
I do love it. Don't
Give me
get
a
me
break.
wrong, but Joe, he's actually not that far off. It is a very like southern dominated sport. It really is.
Yeah, I mean, we got Loudon up here in New Hampshire. It's a piece of shit. Hey, Minnesota Vikings, thanks for re-upping your Patreon, by the way. Okay,
I could
so,
do without it, honestly.
No, I mean, I don't care. I don't want it to go away. There's no way I'm saying it's better than hockey. But I will. So I'm gonna go over this Joe Rogan thing
What's
in a minute.
up, Joe,
Shit.
Ken, and Bailey?
Damn.
Happy birthday, Ken.
Happy birthday,
Hey,
Ken.
Bailey, time for me to drop a deuce. #poopers.
Poopers. Bry Guy, thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Poopers. Yeah, Bry Guy, you're the man. Nice ass cheeks. Oh my God, Gavin came over the other day. He goes, "Why is there a bum on your screen?" And then he goes, "And why does it say a bad word?" And I go, "Oh my God, it's finally happened. He knows everything. I forgot." Yeah. But anyway,
That's when you go, well, son, there's also a $5 on there. I'm
Yeah.
making money.
Yeah, well, this is how you. Well, that's what I tell him whenever he yells at me for things, because he does. He goes, "That you shouldn't say that" or whatever, and I'm like, "Well, do you want a Fortnite skin?" Just shut up. You know. So, but
Do you like having school books, son? Shut it.
yeah, be quiet, or we don't, or Daddy doesn't eat. Someday I'll explain to you how Daddy's a loser and has to do a show from YouTube. But no, so Joe Rogan's got the same mic and everything. Someone went after me like, "Oh, you copied everything Joe Rogan did." Listen, I didn't copy anything, and I'm not trying to pound my chest about how fucking amazing I am or anything, because I'm not. But I will say that the format of my show has been around the way it is for the longest time, man. It's been around since 2013. Go grab anybody else's show that you most likely listen to on YouTube. Anybody. Go look up any fucking person almost. And my show's been around longer than theirs. So go look at my show in 2013. Like nobody else. JD, fucking this guy, that guy. I don't even want to name names, but just anybody you know who does a live show now, go figure out if they were around longer than me. They haven't been. And most likely my layouts were done before they did it. So there's nothing. So the people that were coming at me on Monetize This in the chat last night and then on Twitter or whatever the fuck, you're out of your goddamn mind, because I've had this format longer than anybody, anywhere, whatever. But there was one person who said, "Joe, you might be right about YouTubers, but you're not right about Joe Rogan and Adam Carolla and stuff like that. And I said, listen, I'm not talking about podcasts, okay? I know there was, first of all, I did have a podcast in 06 and 05, but nobody listened to it. But Joe Rogan has been doing his podcast since fucking forever, like 10 years ago or something. But I'm not talking about podcasts. I'm talking about live video broadcasts where, like, I have scrolls down here and the layouts over here and the microphone setup. Going back to 2012 and 13 is when I started doing that. Nobody else was fucking doing that. There's only two other guys that I ever saw doing that around the same time, and it was the sports guy, Courier dude, who's not, I don't think he does it anymore. And there was a couple other guys in green screens doing it. You know, but there was no one doing that format that does it now. So, like, the people that they were all saying I ripped off, and I'm not saying people weren't doing it, because some people were doing it, but the people that they were saying did it before me it's not true, because they weren't doing it. You can't find them doing it in even 15 and 14, and especially not 13 and 12. So fuck you to those people. But just to be the extra douchebag, Bailey, I went back in time. Because my name is, and the only reason I get compared to Joe Rogan is because Joe Cronin, Joe Rogan. First of all, Joe Rogan's podcast is like one of the best podcasts going now. But
agree.
This is his 4th episode. This is his 4th episode. Episode 4. Now, again, he had a podcast for years off YouTube, okay? And I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know Joe Rogan existed with podcasting until about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I'm late to his show, so I didn't copy from him because I was doing this before he was.
Because as soon as you get in the argument,
so this was his
shit starts
podcast.
Getting real. Like,
he was sitting there in a chair with a webcam.
Like, didn't you suck a dick once? And that's the end.
Automatically banned.
All right, listen, folks.
So that was it. So this is, what was this? 2013, January 17, 2013. You know what I mean? And we can pull, you can just pull tons of clips of me from back in the day, pretty much doing the same thing. You can go back in 2012, 2013. I was able to find this one just recently. It's the same thing. It's no different. It's April 2013. You can find the 2012 one if you try to find
I
it.
really like the team, but after a few games now, I'm becoming more and more enraged. Number one, stop with the Alfredo Aceves shouldn't be on this team, and he should have been kicked off.
God, Alfredo Aceves. Bailey, do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah. I was like, wait a minute. He's talking about Red Sox. I like it.
Oh, my God.
Alfredo.
This was like 6 years ago. And so this was this was just a few months after that Joe Rogan clip that I just showed you, and I didn't even know who he was then. I mean, I know who Joe Rogan was because of Fear Factor and The Man Show when they took over.
Because he's crazy. Fuck that! I love that Alfredo Aceves is crazy. At least somebody has a heartbeat. You know what I mean? A crazy son of a bitch.
Remember Aceves, dude? He would fucking kill somebody out there, it seemed like. Oh, it's Christmas time. I just realized I had the video up.
It's Christmas time.
Gotta get the gifts.
Monica.
Santa's on his way. I wanna make a porn. It's Christmas day. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Let's get it on. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's a Christmas song.
It's Christmas time.
This is a fucking Christmas song.
Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. We're sorry about the game tonight. It's terrible.
Sorry, Monica.
Congrats to the Capitals, though.
Thumbnail.
Yeah, the wings on the thumbnail. I'm sorry.
It's Christmas time.
Just got home from a watch party for the hockey game tonight.
Oh, man.
I want to die. Fucks the Capitals and their pussy bitch ass fans.
I'm sorry.
Story of a group of men at the game threatened a young girl who was a Knights fan with rape. Yeah, keep it classy. #Cupin won.
Well, that's Washington for you, right?
Capitals fans, they're innocent, right? No, they want to rape women.
That's fucking crazy.
That's Capitals fans. I want to buy a Capitals jersey and just do the craziest videos I can imagine for the entire rest of the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm gonna shit on it. I'm gonna fucking do an elbow drop on it from like my house.
That'd be great. I just realized I didn't have the video up this whole time, like to show you guys. This was the Joe Rogan show.
We're gonna do this for a little bit, but
Monica, I love you. I'm sorry, Monica, about the fucking loss.
Crazy
I am cheering for you guys in a way because.
yeah, I mean, how many fights we?
What is that, Joe? Google Hangouts?
Yeah, this is Joe Rogan just hanging out with a webcam. This was his show in 2013. The people said I ripped off, but like his show started. His show just started a few months before this. This was episode 4 And I mean, I've been on YouTube since 2007, so those people are out of their fucking minds. So I found at least a clip. Where the fuck is it? At least a clip of me right here, which is, you know, a few months after that clip. But you can go find clips of me from a year before this doing the same
swoosh.
thing.
The heartbeat. That's what we need right now. Alfredo El had more balls last year than the rest of the team combined, okay? So stop with the we shouldn't have Alfredo El he's a detriment to the team. No, he's not a detriment. You know who's a detriment? John Lackey. And he's still here. So shut the fuck up. When we crucify John Lackey, then you can get rid of Alfredo El
When we crucify John Lackey.
Dude, Joe, the best part about this video, by the way, is we literally won a World Series like this year.
Yeah, right. That was
that very next season we won the World Series.
Yeah. Well, I was people
and
were
John
mad.
Lackey was our best pitcher.
Yeah, yeah. Remember, I made a song about him, and I said, John Lackey, herby-derby-doo, shut the fuck up, no one understands you. I was making fun of his fucking voice. But anyway, my point was that, you know, I was around Joe Rogan. Then somebody said, oh, you know, you've seen his show the last couple of years, so you ripped off his microphone. So then I went and found this clip from 2014 when I had the Shure microphone back before 2016, 17, and 18.
It's my channel for 6 months. So I did the right thing.
This is when I got a strike on YouTube a while back.
Uploading copywritten material by not uploading fucking stuff properly, and you shut me down. And then I appealed it, and you said, fuck you, we're still shutting it down.
Remember this,
you know what
Bailey?
that tells me? That you're not reading a fucking thing, that you're not watching a fucking thing, that you're just fucking clicking on shit because you're a fucking robot. And that's all you are, YouTube. That's all you become is one giant robot. Fuck! That's what you become.
Nothing has changed.
And it pisses me off because I love you so
it's
much.
taking me
and you
back.
have all
Those
this
are like
great
the
stuff
Wild
going
West
on.
days, dude.
Live outside of
Yeah.
DC, and I hate the Caps go Sabres.
Oh. Man, me
That
and
was a weird turn.
What's up, Vito? We don't really we don't like the Buffalo here in Boston, but Vito, V2 of Doom, thank you, Vito.
Well, I like him now because he said he hated Capitals, and I hate him too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I feel bad for our Capital listener. I mean, I like both. I kind of like both teams at this point, so I don't really care. But I want Vegas to win because of Monica and Bailey. That's the real reason I want Vegas to win, because my friends, my closer friends, are rooting for them, and I kind of like them during the season. But I am happy with the Capitals for eliminating those fucks Tampa Bay. But
then you got this one.
Yeah, that's
I just want to say, to be a little humble for a second, I don't give a shit about all these people like, oh, Ovi needs to win a cup and all this bullshit. Fuck him. Fuck Backstrom.
Yeah.
Fuck Oshie. The only person I respect on that team is fucking Holtby, because that goalie is so underrated. It's pathetic.
All of them, dude. Holtby fucking has like moments of wizardry, like, but then he goes into like whatever land.
Dude,
all of them.
Holtby is the
fucking
reason.
band, but then the
Sorry. No, yeah, but I know he's dude, he can really be really nasty. He's been streaky before, but when he gets nasty and locks it down, look what he did to the Bruins the year after the Cup win. He fucking shut them down.
But before you play the
weren't
clip,
watching.
I want to say that Holtby is the reason we didn't win Game 2. That crazy save he had when I think it was Ryan Reeves. We were gonna win, dude, with that goal, and fucking Holtby blocked it. It was amazing. He hit it with the stick to block it. It was fucking awesome. And I
Right.
hate admitting that, by the way. Anyway.
No, I got you. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna play this last thing, and then we're gonna go over to Patreon and get the podcast.
I can just swallow the cherries down.
Get the podcast going. Oh God.
The actual company is like, no, we didn't flag that. You can use it. You can use it. And then YouTube's like, fuck you. Yeah, unmonetized. Banned. Fuck you. So this doesn't make any fucking sense. You can use it. I'm using it. Hey, I'm some random person over here. You can't use it. YouTube flagged. Fuck. What the fuck? Fuck.
Dude, this clip is awesome.
Oh, you know what happened? We know what happened
Look at
here
that
is
hair, Joe.
what happened was the I was told I could use video footage from this company who owns the footage, and then their thing flagged it, even though they told me they could use it, and then I submitted the proof to the company. So like the company told me I could use it, then the auto system flagged it, and then YouTube told me I had to have proof. But I said I just talked to them, and they gave me written permission. Then they said, send us the written permission. So then I did, and then they told me that wasn't good enough. Yet the company is telling me, yes, you can use it. That's not true. Whatever, you fine. But then it became YouTube wouldn't let me use it. So I was like just fucking losing my mind at this point because I had all the right steps taken to use this copywritten video footage that I got permission to use.
Yeah.
Hey YouTube, why don't you wake the fuck up and smell what the fucking Joe Cronin Show's cooking, because I'm serving you your dinner tonight, YouTube. Sit down at the fucking dining table, YouTube. Sit down and order your shit. Order what you want. You sit down there, the waiter comes. It's the Joe Cronin Show serving you your food tonight, motherfuckers. And you sit down at the table and YouTube and Google and you say, oh, we'd like the lobster. And then Google says, oh, I'd like I'd like the prime rib. I'd love to have some
I had
prime
a bad cold at this time.
rib.
Was this a
But Joe
stream or
Cronin
was
Show-
this an upload?
Oh no, this was
So YouTube-
No, this was I was uploading. Yeah, this was
dining table, YouTube. Sit down and Google says, oh, I'd like I'd like the prime rib. I'd love to have some prime rib. But Joe Cronin Show comes back with a big cup of whoop ass. And we nail that son bitch down. And YouTube and Google are both knocked out.
I had about 5 beers at this point.
On the ground, choking on their own saliva. And that's what happens when you mess
Look at the spit coming out of my mouth and everything all over the place.
with youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show. Hashtag fact.
Dude,
Fuck you.
That last part was the best.
I look like a ghost when after I spit. You can see my lips moving through the blurry camera.
Fuck you.
It sounds like you're literally on the brink of your eyeballs bulging out of your head.
I was doing all I could to not
Fuck
go into
you.
the coughing fit that I was in because of my sick.
Fuck. Tag. Fact.
Oh man.
Fuck you.
There you go. If you missed Joe Cronin Show back in 2014 and 13 and 12, there it is.
If I have one more person DM me the fucking goal from Smith again, I'm gonna fucking find him.
Yeah?
I'm gonna find him.
You gonna hurt them?
I told somebody to go die tonight.
Well, I told Scott's mom to die on Friday night. Or 2 weeks ago, and then Ken told his mom to die tonight, and then you told somebody to die, so we just want everybody to die.
And his father.
And his father, if he has one. I don't think he has a father.
Pants. I hope they both fucking get into an accident.
Okay.
Hey, you know, it'd be great, like if his mom crashed into like the Capitol's fucking like bus to the airport. That would be like the what do you call it? Like a hat trick.
Coming over Scotia, bro.
Yo, they got the hat trick tonight. My dad's
Good, my
dead.
mother's fucking van crashed into the Caps fucking bus and severed Ovechkin's head.
I got all their autographs too.
One day we're never gonna hear from him. We're gonna find out that he like OD'd somewhere. I mean, really, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I hope by the time we find out, his body is decomposing.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
that's brutal.
Well,
I really
guys,
do.
we got to get over to Corrupted on Patreon. So thank you guys. Come on
Are
over.
we
and-
on YouTube?
Yeah, we're live on the pre-show, the pre-show. So we'll probably have a 5-minute pre-show on Patreon before we start or whatever while I sync everything up. And that's it, man. Make sure you guys become patrons. Let me shout out the new patrons. Wish Ken a birthday. He probably doesn't want to hear about birthday. Are you at that point where you're just like, no, stop saying birthday? But I mean, you did say birthday bash, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, it was fun. It's over.
I bet your wife was tired after she put that 41st candle on top of that cake.
Oh my God.
Took a
Isn't that the worst when people pull that
Leah
joke?
would
They
never
put
do
it
that.
The number of candles is the age instead of like the number.
Leah, would you ever put 41 actual candles on a cake?
No, I'm way too lazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Leah would just put a 4 and a 2, or just to give you a
Yeah, oh
cake.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
But you know
My
what, though?
wife
I'm
doesn't
lazy,
buy me
too.
cake. She just goes and buys me like a tray of cupcakes, and she's like, "Here you go."
Yeah,
Fat
you know what
cakes.
I do on my birthday? I buy my wife something.
With
Wow.
the birthday money you got.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Mr. Cow, it's okay, man. You guys don't have to send me, by the way, crazy apologies if you fuck up your Patreon. Just be like, just fucking, when you get it squared away, come back and re-up
Yeah, just
again. You know?
re-patron.
I know that everybody gets worried, like you're gonna see that I saw that you unpatroned, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, he's gonna see this. I don't ever bring it up, so don't worry about it. Just re-up when you can. It's everybody has shit, you know. I mean, it's a bad time. June and July are historically the worst months for us on YouTube, and May even sometimes. So we're in the worst time.
Dog
usually.
days of summer, bro.
Yeah, it's just a bad time, man. Everybody starts planning vacations and shit, and money goes down, and
4th of July are coming around, so there's like all kinds of vacations being planned.
Yeah. It starts ramping up again late July. That's so, but
the fall's like a really big month for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best time. And so Will, I got to say, Will 10, thank you for re-Patreoning, even though he was weird. Like, Will's been weird. He's been like, cool, but then he goes,
fuck that guy.
He goes on other shows and says that I suck or whatever. I don't know what's up with Will, but he's a patron. So what's up, Will? Yeah, he goes into your show and other people are like, this is way better than Cronin, and Cronin sucks.
He said on my show, you suck?
Yeah. And then he says to me that he last couple times, and also he leaves comments on the show sometimes that are just negative. But then he says nice things, and then he's a patron. So I just don't.
He's one of those Jekyll and Hyde fans. It's like one week he loves you, the next week he's like, I really hope that you die.
It's weird, dude. Whatever though. But Will, thank you. We're up and down. Now you pledged $10. Okay. Steve Hankey pledged $2. Minnesota Vikings back with 2. Mystical, yeah, don't worry about it, bro. I think I blocked you at one point on Patreon too from being a patron, so because you left them some bullshit thing. Cody got a $2, and
Cody.
Sean Pyatt, what's up, Sean, and everybody else who's a patron. Thank you guys, and we're heading over there now. So patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, or download the app and listen to Corrupted episode 51, and then you can listen to. I put in a download file for you guys. Every episode ever of Corrupted, and that will be happening for Morning Madness and everything else on Patreon too, so you guys can just be like, oh, here's the Dropbox file, click the Dropbox file, save it, Damn, is that your muscle right now, JB? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's blocking.
Oh man, I was trying to hold it up because it was like so amazing. JB's getting ripped. Look at that.
Damn.
I usually can get that, but that's not there now.
Get my summer bod on, bro.
That's about as much as I've ever gotten, except for when I was in high school. That's the biggest muscle my muscle I ever got, like a few years back. That's the jerk. No, that's a different muscle, Leah. The jerk off arm. All right, we're going live on Patreon. We got to get out of here. See you guys on Patreon. Corrupted.
It's an hour in the gym every morning.
Jesus. Oh, God, if I did an hour in the gym every morning.
And then as soon as I get out of the gym, I